Hi, I'm Blair Gilbert here from MrHardware.com and Gilbert's Pro Hardware in St. Clair Shores, here to show you how to remove a drippy vacuum breaker when the set screw is in the very bottom and you can't get to it to drill it out. So we're going to show you how to saw it off. So here's a faucet. I put it in a vise to emulate it's on the house. Here's the vacuum breaker we need to remove, and the set screw is at the bottom. And it's on, and we don't want to ruin the faucet to get the vacuum breaker off. So we're going to take a hacksaw, and we can cut through the brass at an angle. The trick is, when you cut through the brass of the vacuum breaker, you can just barely touch the threads of the hose bib. So when you're cutting, you can't go all the way through, but you can touch the threads of the hose bib and not ruin it. If you look close, you should be able to see through the brass and see how we cut through it. And we're just barely touching the threads of the hose bib. I'm going to cut a little further until I get all the way through the face, and I'll show you how we can just split it off with the screwdriver. Whenever you have to use a hacksaw and it hasn't been used in a while, it's a good idea to get a new blade in the hacksaw. Brass is relatively soft, so when you get it relatively weakened, we should be able to open this up enough so that we can spread the brass. I got it pried open part way. I can't get it to break the rest of the way. Either I could make another cut into the brass, or I could continue through on this side here. I have to make sure I don't hit the threads on the front of the silcock. I've sawn through enough of the brass. As you can see, I've weakened it. So now, even though the set screw is still there, I can take a pair of pliers and it'll come off because I've released the tension that the set screw had. And you can see, you can cut through. You see how far I've gone through. You can cut through that far, even a little more, and then takes the pressure off the set screw. So you can nick the threads of a faucet because the seal is on the face. A little damage at the threads here won't affect anything. This faucet will still seal properly. So that's the trick. Cut through the vacuum breaker, nick the threads in the silcock, but don't cut through them. There you go. Quick tip to remove a vacuum breaker from MrHardware.com.